So why would I want to teach you how to apologize? Everybody knows how to apologize. Or do they? Especially in relationships. Sometimes we get into a place where we have been arguing for so long, maybe months, maybe weeks, about different things, and they tend to just pile on each other because we don't deal with them right away, right? That can create a lot of resentment. So how do we deal with clearing all that? I'm going to teach you in this video how to apologize in a very genuine way so it can be felt. If you're new to my channel, my name is Mamie. I'm a conscious success coach, helping you find a deeper understanding of yourself and as a result, live your values and your life freely. Here is a place where you will learn everything about relationships, life, as well as law of attraction. Today, I am talking about relationships. Be honest about your feelings. Be honest about your feelings. Be honest yourself first. Are you ready to apologize? That's the first thing you need to really assess. Look into, are you ready to apologize? Am I happy in this situation? Am I happy about where we are right now, me and my partner? How we deal with things, everyday things. When you've been fighting for a couple of weeks or several days and nothing has been healed really from the core, from the depths of the issue, if that has not been dealt with, it will stay there. And whatever comes will bring it up a little bit, okay? And then you try to push it down and pretend you're fine. So do you want to heal that or not? If you do, this is the next thing you need to ask yourself. How can I bring this about to my partner in a way that he will understand? This is very important actually. Oh my God, I actually felt it as I said that. Because a lot of people fail to understand that there's two people in a relationship, unless you're in a polyamorous relationship. But there's two people in a relationship. They both have what? Different sides to the story. Your story, your standpoint, your position is one side of it, and his or hers is one side of it. And your perception, your perspective to the situation is also different from theirs. So you need to be aware of that. So the question is, how do I bring about to them in a way they will understand and feel? So now what you want to do is allow yourself to be open. You want to allow yourself to feel into them. Not because you want them to feel into you back. That is going to be a natural progression of things. You don't have to try and fake it and force it. Really just sit down and say, I want to heal this. How can I bring it about to my partner in a way they will understand it and feel it? So going back to the first one, it is important to be honest with your own feelings. You could start by telling them how you feel. Perhaps start with what the situation is. What's the thing that you want to apologize about? Look at how it has affected them. And look at how it has affected you. Look at how you would address that. How did they behave when that thing happened? How did you behave when that thing happened? And by behavior, I mean everything from action to emotions, to anything that may have gone on at that time for the both of you. In that moment, as the thing was happening or right after the thing was happening, what actions were taken? Don't hang on to the words, what people said. A lot of the time we hang on to what our partner said and fail to realize that there's something behind those thoughts. It's always bigger than the thoughts. there might be a pain that your partner was feeling that is deeper that you couldn't see because you were busy being hurt by whatever was being presented in that situation at that time. So recognize that he was also in his own space and understanding of the situation, dealing with his own triggers, right? So it is very important for you to then sit down with him and say, baby, I would love to talk to you about this and transcend this. This is how I genuinely feel about it. I feel hurt, but I know that I have done 1, 2, 3, and 4 to you, and I would really like to apologize for that. And also let him know that you are not looking for an apology back from him. This is really genuinely what you want to do because you love your relationship, you love him, you love yourself, and you want to feel better. Choose better to feel better. That is an honest apology. It's about understanding your position, understanding your partner's position. And I can guarantee you that if you come from this standpoint, this understanding, you will get a genuine and honest apology from your partner. But at this point, honestly, you should not need it because you have already done the work to transcend all that pain by forgiving him, by letting go, by forgiving yourself and saying, you know what, I'm going to address this with my partner and forgive him. And in the process, you're forgiving yourself. Do you see how it works? So it is I want to say it's easy because this is what I practice every day in my relationship and relationships. But if you're only starting out, it can be difficult for you to keep doing it. I did a video about communication momentum. It's about creating that momentum with the way you communicate with your partner. Bit by bit, you introduce this, you talk about it a bit more, and things will start unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. You get to a point where both of you have an understanding, a genuine understanding, and there is no taking advantage of each other. And sometimes that can happen in relationships where we just become negligent of each other and we don't feel the need to apologize for the little things. And this is why they pile up. So it's very important to talk about every situation that happens. Maybe not every single situation, but get into the habit of talking about things that weren't so great that needs to be transcended, and talk about it from a standpoint where you are understanding of your own emotions, your own point of view, your own perspective, your own glasses that you're wearing, and also be understanding of your partner's point of view as well. If you can actually put yourself in his shoes and him putting himself in your shoes or herself in your shoes, basically become you. And I like to do this little exercise that I think really helps. It helps me anyway, and it helps a lot of my clients as well. Let's say you're in the process of apologizing and maybe your partner is not hearing you out. Then what you want to do is pretend you are each other. It's as simple as that. Become them. Act as if you are them. By doing that, you are putting yourself into their shoes. You're not just sympathizing with them, you are actually empathizing with them. You are becoming them. You are embodying the energy of them. That is what I mean by pretend you are them. How do you really think they feel in that moment? If you were them looking at yourself or looking at the situation, how would you feel? For me, this is the best way to apologize to somebody because you are really embodying their energy and connecting with them. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, please give it a like and share it with somebody who might need to see it. And as well, subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light to you. Bye.